Ok, salut les enfants, bonjour, c'est moi, votre professeur de français, français de base, core French. So let's review how to use reverso.net, un site web, a website. It's not site de web, which is what I said in a previous video. That was a mistake on my part. Je suis désolé. I'm sorry about that. So, for example, sun. You see here, we've written sun on the left-hand side, à gauche in the English text box. And soleil appears on the right in the French text box. And right next to it, you see the letters N-A-M, N and M, minuscule, lowercase. That means, as you know from our lessons in class, non masculin. When I say non, I don't mean no. I mean non as in noun, a part of speech, just like verbs and adjectives. So a non masculin, in other words, a masculine noun. So you now know that soleil is a masculine noun. Well, you knew that already, I think, from all the times we spoke about le soleil in class ces derniers jours, these last few days. So soleil, if it's masculine, that would mean that we would use the article le. It'd be le soleil or un soleil, but we don't say a sun or un soleil because we have the one sun. But of course, if we were speaking about the universe where there are many suns, many stars that are as powerful as the sun, if not more, presumably, we would say un soleil. But with reference to us, earthlings, it's le soleil. So let me just start from the beginning here, just so we're clear. So you're on reverso.net. In the left-hand side, you type in the English word. The French word or translation appears on the right-hand side. You focus on the text, the abbreviation rather, right next to the noun, soleil, NM, non masculin. Let's use an example of a feminine noun so you can see the difference and be able to distinguish between them when you're using this website by yourself or avec tes amis, toute seule ou avec tes amis, by yourself or with your friends. So we know, for example, that what is a feminine noun, madame? Ah, plant. Okay. Plant, as in those living things that require soil to exist and that provide us with food and all sorts of other nutrients that serve nature. Plante would be the, French translation, and it's a nom féminin.
Plante.
Plante is a nom féminin. It's a feminine noun. So it would be la plante or une plante. Remember, I'm distinguishing between definite and indefinite articles, specific and non-specific. Okay, back to sun, which really we've been talking about quite a lot in class. And I don't know if you know much about the sun. You probably do, but you've forgotten what you've learned, what you've read about over the years. It's extraordinary, isn't it? Now, I visited the NASA website, and I would encourage you to as well. There's a kids section or a children's section. This is not the kids section. So this text might be a little bit advanced. Maybe not this here, but if you scroll down, you know, it gets a little more intense, but oops. So it's the sun's gravity that holds our solar system together. It keeps everything from the biggest planets to the smallest particles of debris in its orbit. Does that mean we would just fly off if there was no sun? Yes. And we wouldn't be here if we were just flying off in space. Earth maybe as a planet, but it would need the sun to look as beautiful as it does. So science is an extraordinary thing, isn't it? So it's the connection and interactions, check this out, between the sun and our Earth that drive the seasons, summer, fall, winter, spring, the ocean currents, our weather, our climate, radiation belts, and auroras. Okay, there's a section here on pop culture. Ah, NASA's Parker Solar Probe makes history with its closest pass to the sun. Of course, you can't land a probe, let alone a spaceship, on the sun. You'd burn. It would burn. There's too much heat. An incredible amount of heat. Oh, look at this. And if we go further down, sun stories, and there is a kids section. Look at those solar flares. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mais c'est fou. It's crazy. Look at. And here's the kids section. Just click on the arrow, the petit flèche ici. Juste au coin. Ah, okay, so this is more kid-friendly. In fact, I might even learn more by visiting this section of the NASA site. It looks like this in case you want to explore by yourself or on your own, or avec tes amis, with your friends, maybe with a little brother or sister aussi, avec ton frère ou ta sœur, your brother or sister. Okay, you get the idea here. Of course, there are different tabs. You can explore Earth, the solar system, our universe. Let's focus on science and tech and a section for us educators. Look at that. So we're already in the sun section. Okay, I think I'm going to log off, or rather end this recording and go explore the NASA website. Okay, à plus. See you tomorrow. Ciao.